Hey, Beaner, I know you guys are racing the clock, but if you could tell us just a little bit about the bike that you're working on right now.
Well, this bike is started out as a 2010 Harley. I used a 2011 frame. I used a 2013 motor. I'm going with the best of what Harley's making now.
Okay.
But I'm also doing away with some of their new improvements.
Right.
Like one of the things, let me show you the wire. This is the stock wiring of a Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Right.
Now, could you imagine being on the road and your bike breaks down because you got a wiring issue?
Right.
How are you going to fix it? Well, I learned my lesson before on my last bike. And so this bike, we did away with all this. We did away with the sensors. We did away with the fuel injection.
Okay.
We did away, they have what they call fly-by-wire. I have cables. They break. I can get a new cable, or I can pull the cable.
Right.
You know, I've wrapped the throttle cable around my finger before and pulled it.
Right.
You know.
Now, this bike is your million-mile bike.
Yes. So far, I have 650,000 miles on all the motorcycles I've had in my life. And so if I can get another 350,000, it takes me over the million-mile mark.
Okay.
So I'm billing this as the million-mile bike because it will carry me over.
And you all have built this to withstand all of your off-roading and all your extracurricular stuff, right?
You know, that's part of it. I learned a long time ago. I build bikes for me to ride and enjoy.
Right.
And that includes if we're having fun going up a hill and want to see whose bike will make it, I'm there.
I know you've got some special items on there. Tail light, headlight are very unique for a motorcycle.
Well, my tail light there, that's off a 1954 Oldsmobile. A friend of mine, Dirty Dave, he was Russell Mitchell with Exile in California. He was his right-hand man. So me and Dave were hanging out, and he goes, you know, I got this this tail light I'd like you to have. So Frank Kalin, he fringed in to the fender, a half an inch, sunk it in. That's another car trick that they used to French lights in. They sink them into the metal. So that was another little car trick. And I also got a 1937 Chevy Deluxe headlight.
Sure.
You see the paint? It's got a little speckle going on there. It's got. I like flashy stuff, so I went with that.
It's got to look good.
Absolutely, got to look good. It's important.
Tell us a little bit about the frame. I know there's some unique twist to that.
Right. Ron Finch is a metal sculptor. He's been doing bikes for 30, 40 years, since the 60s.
Okay.
He lives in Michigan. Well, he's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
So I called him up. Me and Frank rode up there to Michigan. We got up there for a Sunday afternoon, and we spent all day making the front and twisting. And it was funny because he had an idea what to do, I had an idea what to do, and then we got there and something totally different happened.
Right.
And that's how that was born. And most people that know Finch knows now that's a Finch design.
Right.
And that was just the twists and the ironwork on the top that was done. And then we had Frank when we brought it back, and then Frank helped put the neck on and got all the geometry right.
Sure.
And then he let me grind on some of the welds and clean up, and I literally spent 1 week just cleaning up, trying, because we were going to powder coat.
Okay.
And when you powder coat, you can't use Bondo. So all the welds had to be completely perfect and everything's smooth, and if not, you weld over top and grind it back down until you're basically sculpting metal. So it was a lot of work. It was intense, but you know, it shows. It's going to show now.
Once you're done at Sturgis and this bike leaves there, do you have any plans as to where you're going with this bike on its maiden voyage?
Right. Well, I leave Sturgis. I will go to the Easy Rider Rodeo in Michigan the very next weekend.
Okay.
And then the next weekend I have to be in Nova Scotia, and we're doing the Cabot Trail. And then that weekend after that is the Wharf Rat Rally in Nova Scotia. And then I have 2 days to get down to Virginia to a concert. The remaining members of the Grateful Dead have a band called Further. Okay. You'll see that on the front fender of my bike. So I'm going to go to that, a 4-day hippie fest. Good times, fun. But this is crazy, all this world. I need to relax. So that's a nice little 4-day break for me to relax. And then I'm actually thinking, I told my family and my friends here in Louisville, they've been so good to me, that I will come back after that, mid-September, spend a few weeks here. Hopefully I can relax a little and not have all this stuff to do. But then by October, I got to get out of here and head for warmer climates.
Sure. Beaner, we definitely appreciate you
man.
taking the time and
You guys
being
are
with us
great.
today.
I really appreciate it, and I love what you're doing for Louisville, getting the word out with everybody. Biking's where it's at. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great group of people out there that do it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you all putting the word out and spreading the good times.
Awesome. Well, good luck on your trip, and we'll hopefully keep up with you as you're going, and then maybe
Definitely.
touch base with you again when you're back in Louisville.
For sure,
So,
for sure.
Thank you.
Right on.